everybody, welcome to Syl Cat Chat. I'm Syl.
Hello,
She's
welcome
Cat.
back.
If you joined us last week, you saw me get put on the hot seat and get 10 questions fired at me to get to know me a little better. So this week we're turning the tables on Cat. So tonight we have 10 questions for Cat.
Okay,
Are
take
you
it
ready?
easy on me.
All right, she doesn't know these questions. I haven't told her. She's had no time to prepare. So this is right on the spot. Question
Okay.
number 1. What is your dream vacation destination?
I always look at those pictures they show on Instagram of Greece. Yeah, so I think I'd like to go to Greece. They always show this really blue water with all these colorful white buildings, and there's like pools, overlooking the ocean, and that would be a dream come true to get a nice suite with a room you can have breakfast on your balcony. So I hope that's my next honeymoon.
That sounds awesome, and it's not a surprise. Kat and I are very similar in a lot of ways, and that's on the top of my list as well. So, Greece. So, number 2, who was your first love?
My first love. I would have to say I really knew what love was. Daryl Grant. I loved him so much, I dated him twice. I dated him once when I was very young. I think I was 18 or 19 years old. I dated him for 7.5 years. We were engaged, and then we parted ways. Like I said, very young, so I hadn't ever had that many boyfriends. My dad was pretty strict, and I thought, man, I got to see what else is out there. You can't just marry the first person you fall in love with. So I thought. So we broke up, and then I actually ended up marrying my husband right after him, and we were together for about 10 years. I'd say 6 or 7 happily, and then it just took a while for divorce. And then I redated Daryl again for another 2 years or so. It just wasn't the same, though, because my life had stayed the same. No children. He had 2 children, 2 baby moms, and life just changed our course. So, but no regrets, though.
Yeah. Good. So, number 3. If you could go back in time and tell 16-year-old Cathy one thing.
Go to college. Go to college. Get your education on, because you will have so much better paying job opportunities with a degree. Because it's not a matter of just knowing how to do the job, because some people can get a job and move up in the ranks, but there's a lot of jobs that it's degree preferred before they even meet you. They don't really care about all the experience you have. It's degree. So I would tell myself to work hard and get a scholarship to college and finish.
Nice. Good advice. Number 4, what is your biggest fear?
Right now, my biggest fear, it's kind of personal, but my biggest fear is failing here on my own. Things are getting tight, I'm in between jobs. I got a job, but it just doesn't pay me as much as my previous job did, but what it does offer is all the benefits my previous job didn't. So, but I am a little nervous. The people that love me are coming through for support, so that's great. I say that's my biggest fear in the immediate. My long-term fear is not achieving what I hope to achieve before I die. I got some things I'd still like to accomplish, so that's my long-term fear.
Well, I say you have plenty of time to accomplish them. Yes. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I think with me, sometimes when people tell you something about yourself and it's not coming in an argument, it's not coming from the same person, but when 2 or 3 people tell you the same thing, you got to start looking in the mirror and saying, maybe you are. I know that I'm quick to get upset. I'm quick-tempered, more so than I'd like to be. So I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. I definitely improved from my first marriage to my second, and now going into my next, I will know to be more patient and calm. Maybe count to 60 in my head before I blow my top. But I'd say that's it. Is I'm everything they say about Latinas. I'm pretty feisty. I mean, people say that's good in the bedroom. You're feisty and passionate, But when you're arguing with me, like I'm as loving as I am, and most people know I'm a very loving, giving person. I'm that way when I'm treated that way. When you do dirty, oh my God, I'm the like awfulest, evilest, person. and I want to work on that. I truly do. But my temper is like not cool. So I'm working on it.
Well, that's a noble goal. And Cathy said something really important there. She said that when people tell you, and it's not in the heat of the moment to hurt you, because don't take everything people tell you in the heat of the moment. But I mean, if trusted, unbiased, loving people tell you something, then maybe you could take that.
Yeah, I mean, these people have to matter to me. Awesome. Like I've had my first husband tell me that. He used to call me Godzuki because he was the right kind of person to date me, because I am kind of feisty and I get angry, and I can't date other Leos because they're argumentative with me. But Aries seem to work because they're calm and patient. He used to say, "You're like Godzuki, you're all," and then he goes, poof, just a little puff of smoke. He's like, so he knew to ignore me because it'll pass. Because one thing he didn't know about me is I get angry, but I am so quick to be unangry. I don't want to be angry at people I love. So I just want to get over it and be nice. So if you give me 15 minutes and come back and give me a hug, we're all good now. So I'm quick to turn around my anger, especially for those I love that love me. But I'll listen to ex-husbands and brothers and sisters and mom and dad and everybody else, their opinion is just like, like they say, everybody's got an a-hole, everybody's got an opinion. So, but when it's your husbands or your sister or your mom or dad telling you, they're telling you because they love you and they just want to make sure you can see your shortcomings and address them.
Yeah, for growth. That's good. But all right, so question number 6.
All right.
We're halfway through.
So,
if money were not an issue, what would you do with your time? You just had all the money, so you didn't have to worry about the bills or nothing. What would you actually do?
I would say that I would do kind of, I wouldn't say 50-50. I'd say 75-25. I'd spend 25% of my money, if money was not an issue and it was just going to keep coming to me like I'm Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, I would do things for my community and do things for the betterment of the world. Like not just locally, but globally. I would give back, because I feel like if everybody who did have money thought a little bit, even 5% of their wealth, it will solve a lot of problems in the world, period. But the other 75%, I'd want to spend it with the people I love, traveling the world and seeing places. And that's why I'd be able to spread the wealth all over the world, because as I'd be traveling, I'd be doing something meaningful where I'm at. You know what I mean? I would find what the opportunities were where I am in that country or in that state. What is their like opportunity, and try to do something while I'm there, so I leave my mark everywhere I go. But that's what I would do. I would definitely give back, and so that way when I left this earth, I didn't just live through it and live a mediocre existence and then die. I wouldn't be doing it so that people will remember me. I don't care about that, or else you'd want to be a rock star or an actor. But I care about doing something meaningful so people will remember that you did something to help others. So that's what I do.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
that would be awesome.
That sounds great. Okay. All right, number 7. What is your most embarrassing childhood nickname?
Oh, okay. I had an embarrassing one. You might not even know this, and it's funny because you know how they say boys pick on you when they like you? When I was in junior high, there was this guy, and I didn't even like him. I liked his friend, but I didn't like him. And it's funny because there were like 4 guys that always hung around each other. And this is how much I know that it stuck with me, because I remember all their names. There were 2 brothers. I'm gonna call you out right now. There were 2 brothers, Arturo, and Raphael. They were brothers. And Raphael was way meaner and picked on me way more than Art did. And then Augustine was the one I thought was really cute, but he was so quiet and shy. I don't even know if he liked girls. And then there was Caesar, their friend. And Caesar later on in life, like later on, I met him through Facebook all over again many years later. And he's very cool. I mean, he's married with kids and everything now, but we were never friends in school, but we knew of each other. And then he reached out to me on Facebook and we just said, hey, what's up with you? How have you been? You know, how's your life and stuff? But Arturo was mean. He used to call me the Night Stalker. You know that killer? I don't know, back then, remember when my eyebrows used to kind of go together? Like, I almost had a unibrow, but not quite. They were just really bushy, like Brooke Shields, like...
Oh, we all do.
But he used to call me that, and he'd be laughing. He'd go, the Night Stalker. He was so stupid, you know? But I remember him, but I really think, like, to this day, he must have just liked me because I didn't bother him, and I wasn't an ugly chick. I mean, I wasn't pretty either. I was just average. You know, Dad didn't let us wear makeup and stuff like that, so I didn't look that great, but I didn't look that bad. But yeah, I think he used to just like to pick on me every time I'd go down the hall, make fun of me so he could make his friends laugh. But I remember him, and if I see him on the street one day, I bet you if I seen him now, he probably looks a hot mess, and I'm doing okay. So.
Well, if you see him and we're out together, okay, you point him out, and I'll go and jump on him, and I'll just say, you know why.
If he even looks the same, but yeah, I remember him and his brother. They were always down the hall, always picking on me, like. I didn't like avoid them, but if I saw them, I already knew they were going to say something. So you just kind of, it never hurt me. It wasn't serious bullying. I'm sure they didn't want to hurt my feelings because I never cried about it or anything. I just knew that every time I walked that way, here we go, say it, go ahead. And I never really responded. We didn't engage. He just picked on me.
Okay. Well, maybe I won't junk punch him then. Maybe I'll just say, hey, quit messing with my sister, Trump. Go a little easier on him. But anyhow, no, I did not know that story, so that's a new one. Okay, number 8. What is the most daring thing you have ever done?
Okay, well, my dad might watch this, but I'll be honest, full disclosure, the most daring thing I ever did was with my second husband. We were at some party for some kind of occasion with his family, somebody's birthday or somebody's something or other, and we snuck away. And we took off our clothes, like not all of them, like he had his boxers on and I still had my bra and underwear on, but we got in, they had a hot tub in the bathroom, and it was actually the men's bathroom, it wasn't even the women's bathroom, and we just took off our clothes and we was just chilling in the hot tub, just having a good old time, you know, and people would go in there to go to the bathroom, so they passed by, and they at the golf course here, like the Rancho Solano golf course.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, within the same day, this was the same occasion. I guess we just really maybe we had too much to drink. I don't remember drinking. I really honestly don't. I honestly don't remember drinking. But it was early in our relationship, and we were just trying to feel each other out for maybe spontaneity or how fun we were. So we did that, and I think one of his nephews or cousins or something came in, and they had a cell phone, and they took a picture. We posed for it, so we didn't mind. We posed for it, and I have that picture still. And then so after that, we returned back to the party, and we were all nervous, wondering if his cousin or nephew, whoever he was, told his aunts and uncles, and does everybody know what we were doing? So I still don't know if they knew, but we snuck away later in the evening, and we actually had whoopies on the golf course. I don't remember what hole it was, but yes, that's what I did. That was the most daring thing I ever did.
Wow.
But it was dark. It was dark on the golf course.
I gotta tell you, friends, when I asked her what the most daring thing she's ever done, I wasn't expecting that. That got way farther. All right. Well, that was Cathy's most daring thing. All right. Question number 9. You never know what you're gonna get from Syl Cat. Okay. What is the best advice you have ever been given, and who gave it to you?
I don't know who actually said it. I'm sure it was someone famous because I've heard it a couple of times, and I even heard it recently again on The Real. And what they said was, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. When they show you their true colors, believe it. And that should be like your red flag right there. Like, don't think that, oh, well, he didn't really mean it, or, you know, forgive him like instantly, especially if it's a new person that you're getting to know, that you have no track record with. They show their ugly side real quick, and you got to step back and say, hey, that's probably who they really are, and know that what you're getting into. So when someone shows you who they are, believe it.
Yeah, I have heard that one. And everybody can have an off day, but when you making excuses for someone over and over.
And if someone tells you who they are, definitely believe that. When they say, like, especially for you women out there, when they say, I don't want to get married, or they say, I don't want a girlfriend, don't think if you sit around and linger on and just be at his beck and call that he's going to come around and he's going to all of a sudden, you're going to win him over and he's going to become marriage material. When they tell you straight up, this is who they are, don't say in your mind, they're saying that now, they'll change their mind, or I'm going to make him love me, I'm going to put it on him, he going to want me. No, if they say who they are and show you who they are, believe it.
Very true. I agree. All right. Final question, number 10. If you had a warning label, what would it say?
Warning, no bullshit tolerated here. I am too old for the BS. I mean, if I'm on a dating site, I'm very direct. I say, like, if you are married and you're just bored or you are taken by anybody, just swipe left. Just keep it moving. Don't want none here. So, yes, that's what I would say. Warning, no BS here. Just keep it over there.
That makes perfect sense. I agree with that warning label.
I love my sister's questions because they were harmless. I was nervous, but those were pretty easy. She took it light on me. Good.
No, we just want to get to know her a little better. So I hope everyone feels they know a little more about Cat. I certainly know that I know a little more about Cat. And I thought I
Hey, you never asked that. You never asked that before.
That's true. So hopefully we'll do some more fun things like this in the future, just to keep getting to know one another.
Yeah, I think one thing I want to try is I want to try me and you doing like the dating game, only the sister game. Like, you come up with 5 questions and you answer it, and I'll come up with 5 questions like, what is my favorite, whatever, and see if you get the same answer as me. So we can see what we do know about each other, how much.
That would be fun. That would be fun. Well, that's all we have planned for us today here on Syl Cat. And so next, in a couple more weeks, we'll come at you with some more good stuff, and we'll know what's going on in our lives a little bit more. But please like, subscribe, comment, so that we know what you want to see. And that's helpful for us.
And we like having you watch and join us. So take care. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.